What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of my HLTV Fantasy. Today we are looking at IEM Katowice 2022 group stages. First off, don't get alarmed if you hear some kind of door opening during this video. It could be my girlfriend coming home. Could come home any minute now, so I don't know. Shouldn't impact the video too much, apart from a small noise at one stage. But yeah, I already made the play-in stage video just before this one. So go check that one out if you haven't already. Of course, I could wait with this fantasy to know which teams qualify for the group stages of this one. So it could be a thing to do, but I really don't think I'm going to pick any of those teams because there's no advantage to picking someone who qualified to the play-in other than if I think they're going to do better than some of these teams. And frankly, I don't think that's the case here. So we have two groups. I actually didn't look at this really. We have two groups. Group A, Group B, and then they go into a single elimination bracket. First places go directly to the semifinals in the groups. So upper final winners, I guess. Then upper final loser, yeah, and then losers of upper finals against winners of lower finals play against each other. Okay. So predict who is first in Group A and B, and then a player from one of those other teams. Vitality, Heroic, VP, Gambit. I mean, now we're getting to the real deal with these teams. These are like really good teams, all of them, and all of them could do it. I've seen a lot of good stuff from Vitality. Makes me feel like there's really a chance for them to just win everything. Gambit, of course, was really good. But hard to say where they stand right now. VP looked really good in the last game they played at least, but that's a very different level of opponent. And then Heroic has historically kind of struggled in this LAN environment. This is LAN, right? I'm not being stupid here. Could be, yeah. IEM Katowice. I'm gonna predict that Vitality wins this one. I think Vitality actually goes. I think they're gonna beat. All of these teams should beat whoever they play against here. Then Vitality should beat Heroic. Vitality, I think, is just gonna beat Gambit as well. Let's see. Other group, Na'Vi, Furia, Liquid, G2. So Na'Vi and G2, I think, are the two favorites here. Even though the last wasn't good for Na'Vi, they are the kind of team to kind of save strats for the bigger event. This is a big event. I think Na'Vi's gonna crush. Even though I really like G2, I'm a G2 fan nowadays because, of course, I'm a pretty big fan of Alexi B, to be honest. I still don't think G2 is gonna beat Na'Vi. I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna go probably Na'Vi. And like you're gonna see soon, there's probably gonna be a Liquid player picked by me. And the reason is this here. Nitro at 136 grand is pretty ridiculous. Players at this ranking usually, like, the thing is that this really takes into account the rankings of the teams this tournament, and the fact that he's 0.8 rating and 59th in the world makes his price be this shit, like this low. How bad was he last event? 0.8. That's pretty clear, right? This is the only event he's played, was Blast Spring Groups. I think he has the capacity to do better. I think he's just gonna get better with time since his Valorant break, if you want to call it that. I feel like Nitro should be picked in this one, and I think he's the most picked player. It makes sense to me, even if he like he is gonna be a noob role player for me. I don't think Liquid is gonna do especially well here. I think they're probably gonna win their first match, then they're probably gonna lose to G2. Maybe they have a chance to win one game here. I don't know. I don't even care. As long as my other players are really good, and as long as Nitro does like 1.0 stuff, I'm gonna be happy. If he does 1.0 stuff, I'll actually be ecstatic. That's like huge. If he goes actually 1.0. If it goes 1.9, I'll be happy. 1.8, fine. As long as it doesn't like do worse than Blast, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, we've gone through the Nitro thing. And what this, of course, lets us do is pick some super expensive players. So if I want to go Navi, who can I get? I can go simple if I want to. Simple bit. And what did I say? Vitality. We still have 409 grand. So we can't go Zaiwu. Well, we could go Zaiwu. Oh, simple and Zaiwu. Misuta is, I think, super on. Like, that's a low price for Misuta. Vecto. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. That's a very potent lineup. I might want to do this. I mean, I don't know how often you can even do this. Like, this time is actually like decent. Yet, simple Zaiwu, and then Perfecto Misuta, who are also decent. Let's look at other options though. Let's not get too baited into this one. If I go like Electronic Bit, for example, Electronic is actually not very expensive for first rating here. Okay, like Electronic Bit, Zaiwu. We just have too much money for like Dupree, but like 6 grand. I don't know. Like this is because of Nitro. Even though we have fucking Zaiwu, Bit, Electronic, Dupree, we have too much money. Pretty funny. They're like a Boomich simple. Oh, actually, this works as well. So instead of Misuta and Perfecto, we have Boomich, Dupree. I think Misuta Perfecto is probably better. What are some other like? Go Bit Electronic. So wait, Bit Electronic Zaiwu, and we can get anyone from. Easy. What about other players? Should I? Is this the like first time I should go for something other than? Oh, I really think we should just still stick to the 2-2-1 plan here, with 2 groups. That just makes too much sense. Maybe Gambit instead of Vitality. That's not horrible as an idea. We could just believe in the CIS dominance. Damn, that looks so good as a lineup. Headshots, IGL, like Exile IGL, Shiro Op, Electronic CT rating or something, and then Nitro Noob, of course. I kinda love this lineup, not gonna lie. But is Gambit gonna be? I think Gambit might have some ring rust. They haven't played any events until now. I think we're actually going with the Zaiwu. I think we're actually going Zaiwu here. So crazy. I think this is the lineup. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is just the lineup. You get to have Zaiwu and Simple on your team. They are big. They're both big game players. This is a big tournament. There's not like too much leeway. I think one thing that kind of made Navi struggle at Blast is probably the fact that the format was so forgiving. They could lose a lot of times and still make it through. This is not that forgiving. If you're losing twice in groups, you're out. You have to win like a lot more games. Like you can't lose as much as in Blast. I think this is the team. Putting a lot of weight onto these 2 guys, but yeah. Okay, so Zaiwu and Simple. I guess Op Zaiwu or Op Simple. The Op percentage on Zaiwu is actually lower than Simple, which is interesting because I feel like Simple has been playing less Op generally. I guess still makes more sense than Zaiwu's Op based on the stats. come back to that. This is noob. Perfecto IGL, I think, or support. Probably support and Misuta IGL. That's such good support stats. I'm pretty sure Misuta has nothing better than that. Decent headshots, but just no, not as good as that support percentage. And then Zaiwu. What do you play Zaiwu? I guess multi-fragger. Let's actually take a look, like, what is the optimal way of doing this between these two guys? 63, 33. 30. It's like... Ender is so good for him as well. Oh my god, these options are just way too good. That's the real problem here. We have too many great options. Probably up here and multi-fragger on Zaiwu. That should be the optimal way of doing that. And these rolls are also just on point. How does it work with so everything is best of 3. Last few events have had like best of 1s and best of 3s. That basically just means that there's a lot more freedom to how I throw on my boosters. I don't have to go as in depth, because when there's best of 1s, I have to kind of calculate, okay, how many best of 3s are my players probably gonna play, and which boosters do I want for best of 3s and which ones for best of 1s. So here I don't need to do any of that. I just need to look at like good boosters. I guess the only thing to do here is like checking how many, like, if all of my teams win as many games as possible, or all my players win as many games as possible, what is the max booster amount? So we have 2, 4, 6, 12 for Navi, then 14, 15. I'm gonna say probably 14, 15, 16 boosters is what I would accept. Like, it's 16 to 17 boosters. I don't know if Nitro's gonna get too many of the boosters, like except for bottom scorecard, of course. Okay. So I mean, we have Simple and Zaiwu. How the hell do I throw on boosters? So yeah, Zaiwu's an insane pistol player. That just makes a lot of sense. Guess we need to go over the general like stuff, like top of scorecard, probably Zaiwu in later on. I think top of scorecard, because Bit and Electronic can get top of scorecard. I think rarely Zaiwu doesn't get top of scorecard, even though the stats that say this. AST Perfecto. Headshots on Misuta. Trade. That's a crazy bait percentage. Okay, 30 bombs simple, but probably not in this round. Also, yeah, 15. So we don't go. Don't go. No, choke. Yeah, okay. Don't look at this stuff, of course, because that is just a crazily low sample size. Having a bit of a hard time. What do I want to throw on simple? There's like 3 boosters I kind of need to put on simple. Misuta heads makes sense. Perfect, okay, SD makes a ton of sense. Avengers. So what does Zaiwu get? He gets pistols. Then Zaiwu also gets Trader or Avenger. Clutch could be Perfecto, yeah. And then top of scorecard. Those are like the Zaiwu, because I really like top of scorecard way more on Zaiwu than simple, I feel. Damn, I'm having a really tough time putting boosters on simple. I guess grenades might not get used. Sorry for that. That was also better. Maybe we just go top of scorecard simple. Let's hope so. I guess 1 out of 3 maps, or at least 2 maps. Or do that. Let's do that now. And then Nitro bottom is later. I should still expect he's gonna win 1 here. Look at all these zeros, or like, yeah. They bait Nitro. So Nitro gets bait, and he gets this at least. Probably this as well. Let's go for that now. Yeah. Sure. It's actually good to throw some of these like just worse boosters on the noob guy in this ball, because you don't want to go assist on any of like simple Zaiwu, for example. What a weird lineup. It's just a weird fantasy because there's this Nitro guy who is just like not a must pick or anything. This is actually not that close. Like, there's a lot of G2, interestingly. People have faith in the Nico supremacy. I don't have a problem with that. I just think Navi is better. Look at all this Nitro, Nico, simple Zaiwu stuff. People just want to have Nitro to enable these two, or one of these three. 2 of these 3 rather. And yeah, some support pieces around it. I really like this lineup. It's gonna be fun to watch. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will make a Malta Vibes video. Probably, wait. Let's take a look. So I have to do it basically either tomorrow or early morning the day after. Probably gonna make it tomorrow evening. After their games in like, because damn it, this event is so weird. Because they, for some reason, they don't want to seed the bracket in the second stage before all these games have been done, which I don't really see the point in doing. But yeah, tomorrow they're gonna play this game, this game, this game, this game, and now this game as well. So after 8, once this has been played, I'll wait for a while and see if they basically seed the bracket. I hope they do it as fast as possible. If they don't do it, I'm either gonna just make a lineup and hope that the teams are on different sides of the bracket, or I'm gonna try and wake up before the whatever, before the fantasy gets locked. So before this time runs out, make my lineup and video before that, and then we will I'll just have to wake up for that, I guess. But let's hope they just seed the bracket straight after these last games. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.